Hi everyone, Nishka here from Eureka-crystal-beads.com with another fun unboxing for you today. But before I get started, go ahead and check out the rest of our channel. And if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you always know when we're posting new content. All right, so today we are unboxing another new collection. This time, I am just so excited to show this collection to you because we are actually turning 20 this March. Yay! So Eureka Crystal Beads has been around for 20 years, and for our 20th anniversary, we are making a gorgeous collection for you all, and I cannot wait to show it off. I'm looking at some pinks and teals and some golds here. And this is our gorgeous image. Wow. Oh, that's so magical. Look at this waterfall. So pretty. Turquoise waters and pink flowers everywhere. All right. So here are our products. Wow. Let's open this up, shall we? Oh my gosh, this collection is jam-packed with goodies. All right, so I'm going to get organized and we will go through the items one at a time. All right, and here's our little paragraph that puts us right in that mood. Sparkling, clear, and boundless, the flowing crystal waters carry tales untold. So lovely. Just imagine your imagination taking you there. And as always, here is the list and the name of the collection, Crystal Waters. It's very nice. Okay, and these are the SKU numbers for all of the products listed. And all you have to do is type these SKU numbers into your search bar at Eureka Crystal Beads, and you will find the exact item that you've received in your collection. All right, first and foremost is a whole selection of seed beads. And these, I mean, there's so many here, I can barely fit them in the palm of my hand. We've actually got 7 tubes. Most of these are Toho. You'll see these with the gray tops. These are Toho. And this last one at the end here, that is a Miyuki bead. And that's excellent. They are actually pretty interchangeable in almost all projects. Occasionally you'll find specific projects where you cannot interchange them. But for the most part, these Japanese seed beads are excellent quality and you can use them for all sorts of projects. So the first two here, we have this beautiful gold color, really nice. This first one's a nice big 8-0, and then we have a nice 11-0, which is our most popular size. We also have a round 11-0 in this really pretty greenish teal sort of rainbow coated color here, and another round 11-0 in a beautiful silver lined pink color, which is just lovely. Here we have a treasure bead. So treasure beads are the Toho equivalent of delicas, and they're cylindrical shaped beads, and these look like they're just a transparent pink kind of crystal-y color, so that's just absolutely beautiful. And we also have some demi rounds, and this is a larger demi round. This is an 8-0 demi round. And so a demi is basically like half the thickness of a regular round. So the demi that's 8-0 will be the same size as an 8-0 round bead, just skinnier. And you can see kind of here how they look a little bit like donuts or like tires. So they're a little bit thinner than these guys. And these are also great for adding all sorts of unique texture to things. And also you are doing bead embroidery and you need to stick like something skinny in a small space. Demi-rounds are excellent for that too. And finally, our lone Miyuki bead in this collection is a very pretty bugle. And this is just such a lovely color, this teal, green, turquoise color, and it's also matte. So it has a totally different sort of vibe and feel, almost velvety if you look at it here. So that's just so pretty. I love the selection of colors. As always, our Toho tubes will be sold by the tube, so they are full to the brim, whereas our Miyuki beads are sold by weight, so sometimes they don't fill up the tube all the way to the top, and that's completely normal to have a little bit of that extra space there. So that's it for our seed beads. Let's head on to the next section, which is check glass. Okay, so first up, we have a strand of check glass. And this is a nice, big, chunky strand. This is 8mm. You get 25 beads on the strand. And I just love this just crystalline, beautiful color. This doesn't have any finish on it, and you can just see how sparkly it is. And that is just the beauty of fire polish. These are check glass beads that are roughly faceted, and then those beads are actually hung in these big ovens that allows those rough facets to just melt a little bit and allow that sparkle to kind of come forward from the glass. It makes them a little bit softened around the edges, so you don't have any sharp edges here. And I just love, this is just like such a classic beauty of the fire polish that you can see in different lighting. You just see how it glows with these facets. So I absolutely love our beautiful fire polish. And these are nice big beads. The other check glass that we have is actually in tubes, and these are also so gorgeous. And we have a mini duo, we have a super duo, and a crescent shape. So let me just show you these out of the tube so you can see the shapes a little bit better. In terms of color, we have a beautiful gold, a nice sort of matted blue-green, and this really pretty pink, kind of almost metallic crescent. So with the mini duos, this is the shape. And it's very familiar shape if you're used to 2-hole beads. This looks exactly like a super duo, except that it's a tiny bit smaller. Whereas these are our super duos, and as you can see, they're just a little bit bigger. And I just absolutely love this color. Like satiny finish almost. It's not really matte, it's not really shiny. It's kind of satin. And then you can see the size difference if I pick up one of the mini duos. So in comparison to the super duo, there's your mini duo. Same shape, different size. All right, and finally those crescents. These are really interesting, very unique beads. And if you really want your jewelry to stand out and have a really unique style, this is definitely one to play around with. 2-hole bead as well. It's thicker on one side than the other. So these are also great for like 3D type projects. If you arrange them, you will eventually create like a nice thick, beaded bead that you could potentially use. There's all sorts of fun projects using these. You do have to watch out and be careful. You can see even some of these holes are plugged. Most of the time you can quickly just get that plug open if you use a bead reamer or even a needle, a regular needle or a beading needle, and then that'll work. Every so often, it's so plugged that you can't use the bead, and you should probably set it aside for a different project that doesn't need both holes. So always double check all of the beads you're going to use before you start weaving them in, because if you come around to the other hole after it's already been woven into your project and find that it doesn't work, it's going to be a big pain to replace that bead. So that's something to be mindful about with these crescents, but that's a totally normal thing that can't be avoided because of its shape. It just comes like that from the factory. All right, next up is our Cracovsky crystal. So starting with these gorgeous teardrop stones. These are fancy stones. They don't have any holes in them, and they have this gorgeous deep pink color and are so super, super sparkly. You can look at the back. They have this beautiful backing, and these just can be so fun to bezel around and include in your finished project, or you can also use them in bead embroidery. So these are just excellent, and we absolutely love these. These are 10 by 14 millimeter, which means that they are 14 millimeters the long way and 10 across. All right, and this collection also includes a nice long strand of Cracovsky crystal pearls, and these are in this like just absolutely beautiful shade of gold. And this is 4 millimeter pearl, and you're going to get 100 beads on this strand. So that's a whole lot to work with. And they're just so sleek and slinky. Absolutely love these beads. Crystal pearls are a little bit different from pressed glass beads, and then they have a crystal core that's round, and then it's covered in layers and layers and layers of this pearly coating. So it's not something that's going to easily scratch off. It's not a finish that gives it a pearlescent look. It's actually a very, very thick coating instead. And they also have this feel of pearls as well, which makes them really excellent full pearls to use in all of your projects. Okay, and next up we have our Elite Eureka Crystal category, and starting with these gorgeous, gorgeous stones. We have 6 chatons here in this beautiful lacquer-backed pink finish. So this you can see kind of like the depths in here inside these stones have reflecting some other colors, not just the pink. I'm seeing some purple in here, a little bit of blue, some peachy tones as well, which gives them a lot of depth and interest. They're nice and pointy, so there's a lot to grab onto if you're going to put them inside some sort of encasing or bezel. So that is also really fun and beautiful. And then we have this really gorgeous oval stone, also from Elite Eureka Crystal. And this one is 18 millimeters long, so it's nice and big. And again, it has that lacquer back, so that gives it a little bit of dimension other than the foil back. And you see some blues in there, depending on the angle, a little bit of like a yellowy green in its depths as well. So absolutely stunning. These are our highest end and highest quality stones that we offer at Eureka Crystal Beads. These are precision made in Austria, and they are absolutely stunning and keep their colors from batch to batch, so you never have to worry about matching either. In this collection, we've also included a custom mix of bicones, and these are also Elite Eureka Crystal bicones, so they're absolutely stunning. You just see how they're catching the light here, and it's pulling all the colors, this sort of gold, this beautiful turquoise, and a deep pink, just absolutely stunning. You're going to get 48 bicones in this mix, and they're all 4 millimeter bicones as well. So you are just going to absolutely love this color combination. It goes so well with all of our colors here. And next we have a strand of Chinese crystal rondelles, and you get approximately 180 beads on this nice long strand in this hot pink with a little bit of metallic finish on it. And these are just absolutely great beads. These are workhorse beads. You can get so many for a great price, and we absolutely love Chinese crystal rondelles. They do come in batches, so they can vary a little bit if you purchase the same exact item. Maybe a few months later, the colors won't be exact. We do try to make sure they're as close as possible, but sometimes it's just not possible because the production runs aren't exactly identical. But they are great workhorse beads to have in your stash. And these are 3 by 2 millimeter, so they're really fun for basically any project you want to be working on. Great size. Okay, next up is our findings. We're getting close to the end here. We have some really pretty honeybee charms here. These are actually from Eureka-esque, so these are going to be really hard to find soon enough, and we're including them in this collection because we love Eureka-esque, and we were so sad to hear that they are not going to be producing items anymore. So we wanted you guys to have a little bit in your stash if you go with the collection as well. This one is a really interesting box clasp. It's got a nice little shape here that makes it sleek, and they're very fun to use for bracelets or even necklaces as well. Pair of ear wires. As usual, you always need some ear wires and some jump rings in your stash. Everything in a nice gold tone. And last but not least, we have 1 foot of rhinestone chain, and it is a really pretty pink color on these crystal stones with a gold chain. And these are 3 millimeter crystals, and you get 1 whole foot to play around with as you see fit. We have some nice projects using rhinestone chain that you could definitely check out. Some of our older projects, in fact. And I absolutely love rhinestone chain. It's so fun to work with. All right, guys, that is it for the collection. I thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I hope these colors spark some joy and creativity in you coming through this spring and then summer season. And thank you so much for being with us and supporting us all of these 20 years when we went from just doing trade shows in person to building our website and our warehouse and just constantly innovating and adding new products and really trying to bring new stuff to the market. So let us know what you think, and let us know if you have any ideas of things that you want to see from us in the future. We always want to hear from you. And yeah, we really, really appreciate you guys sticking with us here at Eureka. We absolutely love beads, we love beading, and we love beaders. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.